it's only me, Wilshire Richard, okay? Good to see you again, everybody, okay? Here you can see me spinning around these magazines again, so you know what time it is. Improvised weapons training, that's serious Kung Fu training, okay? It's no joke here. In this video, I'm going to show you some more techniques, okay? I've already shown you some different techniques using different kinds of objects around you. Remember, okay, two things I want to say to you. One is, maturity. You need to be mature, you need to be open-minded, and you need to be mature, okay, grown up and sensible about it, not a stupid idiot. Because if you end up busting up yourself, your family, whoever's around you, your house gets smashed up, you get injured, that's your own fault. Listen to me, if you've got time. The techniques, okay, I'm showing you for this improvised weapons training are coming from what? My stupid imagination to play around and spin some magazines around and sticks and say, this is Kung Fu, man, I'm a ninja, got a t-shirt on my face. No, that's for the movies, for fun I'm doing, my fun videos. What I'm showing you, okay, is serious traditional Kung Fu and martial arts training that I've learned in my life, in real tactics of fighting, combat, weapon arts that in ancient times were used, you know what I mean, on the battlefield. It's not, you can look it up, you know what I mean. There weren't guns around, you know, back in the day, in, you know, ancient China and Japan. So what I'm showing you here, okay, is things that I've been lucky enough to be passed down for generations, martial arts that I've been lucky to learn and that I've trained, and also my own logic to how to train, okay. And I feel very lucky to be able to show you some techniques. I've learned, as I say, many different kinds of weapons as well as bare hand styles. I learned, as I say, double sticks. I've learned it in training in Kung Fu. That it's not Kali or Eskrima. I've also been lucky to learn bits and pieces of like ninjutsu and stuff online from friends. But with hands-on training, I've done double short sticks, okay. With the Chinese training, I've done a broadsword in wushu, okay. Butterfly knives and various other trainings, such as the long bow staff. So as I say, okay, there's different kinds of training. But what I'm trying to show you, okay, is to be realistic. Now, using two magazines rolled up like this, the only reason I'm doing this is because, one, I don't have any heavy sticks with me of that length. It should be around that length, okay? It should usually be around to there, okay? But these are like the closest thing I can do just to show you some simple techniques. It doesn't matter too much on the length. It doesn't matter if you say 5 inches, 6 inches, bloody or whatever, a metre, 2 metres, you know, 10 metres, doesn't matter. If you were in the forests, in the jungle, let's say, and you were going to learn to defend yourself or use a stick to do anything, you'd be going fishing, poking for fish, or using it to defend yourself against some tribe who's trying to attack you. You would not be worrying about, oh, I can't use this stick because it's not the exact length of my traditional ancient art. You know, in the ancient times, in battle times, there were times of defence too, like in ancient China and Japan too. You've got to remember that in warfare, where they might not have been using the most perfect sword or martial arts sacred weapon of their training that they always used. They might even train with like raw things around them. When they're attacked, they would literally use a broom handle or something, a stick of some kind to defend themselves. It doesn't matter if it's a slightly shorter or longer in traditional art. You're just working so that you can use unlimited ranges, angles, speed, economy, motion, balance, force, and that's what martial arts is about. Being open-minded in your mind and your body. No boundaries in your fitness and physical capabilities. Okay, that's that. I'm using these magazines just to show you the lines of the strikes or cuts, okay, for blocking and attacking. When I say strikes and cuts and hits and different kinds of moves, what I'm trying to deflect and repel, what do you call it, deflect motions, or what I'm trying to say is it can be like, this can represent a long sword, a short sword or a long knife, or a short, long, medium stick or whatever, okay? What I'm trying to show you is how you can train the same movements. Now what I want to tell you, okay, is also you've got to remember that when you're using that heavier, as I said, there's two reasons I'm not using the real sticks. One is because I don't have them with me now, and secondly, because I'm just showing you for this. When you're at home, you must be very careful. As I say, it's mature. You've got to be mature. In training, you're mature. You don't want to swing, so I don't care if you think you're an expert or whatever. Anyway, you don't want to smash a window or break your own teeth or your children or somebody around bust the house up. You've got to be careful, right? That's true. You're not in a school, a dojo or outside. You don't want to smash your house up because you're training Kung Fu. That's stupid, right? But what I'm saying is you must be serious and realistic in your training. It's not a joke. You want to train your movement, you want to train your power, okay? And when you're on the street, maturity again. You don't want to really go out and do such deadly force and kill somebody or do that technique and really bust somebody up so badly. For self-defense, it's important to learn and understand different ways how to move, how to fight. It's the way you keep healthy, you know, in martial arts, different kind of training, be healthy and fit, but also for your fighting and defending, protecting yourself. Man, woman, whoever you may be, anybody, you can do some training, basic training, okay? Now what I want to show you, okay, is in these violent times we're living in, anywhere, at any time, you can either take this or leave it, you know, that's what it is like. It's like anything. Like this, basically, to me, Kung Fu, like a tool, it's like a phone. It's like a phone, you can use it or not, you know what I mean? And it can do a lot of things, but if you don't want to listen, you don't listen, you say, oh, this iPhone, this Motorola, whatever, and you say, oh no, that's no good, but then that's okay, then you will lose out, you know what I mean, yeah? What I'm trying to say is, the martial art is the same thing. You've got to know that it's not the art. It's like everything is nothing, nothing is everything. I always say, okay, I always say that. What I mean is, it's not the thing, it's how you use the thing. If you don't use it, it's like your hand. If you don't use your hand, what's that? It becomes no hand, yeah? You've got a bicycle, you never ride your bike, what's that? It's nothing, yeah? You got anything, right? Anything you have, you don't use it, computer, yeah, a key for a door, anything. You don't use it, it's nothing, right? So how to use it, there's so many ways you can use, you know, anything, okay? It's not just like, oh, you can use a book to read it, to make you go higher. You can stand on top of that book and you can reach that coin on top of the shelf so you can get the bus to work on time. You know what I'm saying? Really. You might not necessarily need that little inch that can help you. But what stopped you? One big empty space in your mind, nothing, just impossibility. You need to practice possibility. Maybe, not maybe not, okay? So go for it. Use your imagination, okay? Use things. Don't try to do, you know, such good Kung Fu, you know what I mean? No. Try to be healthy. Try to be able to fight, to protect yourself. Somebody comes to attack you. How to train. That's what the masters of real Kung Fu, real martial arts, that's what they were doing. They weren't saying, oh yeah man, my name is Wushu Richard, yeah. No, not doing that, no. They're being realistic, they're training there. You look at me today. I'm not wearing a gi, I'm not even in my real Kung Fu clothes. I'm wearing these normal clothes here, I'm holding 2 magazines. And people say I'm talking bullshit, right? But what I'm trying to say is, I know what I'm doing, I've done my real training and I know what it's about. And I'm one for tradition. I love tradition and the arts and ancient ways, I stick to that. I love to train with traditional weapons, I love to wear traditional clothes, gis. I love to stick true to the arts, you know, respect to Budo, respect to Shaolin, respect to all that forever, you know, in my heart. But reality, right? You at home, I don't care who you are, you go to work every day, you've got a family, yeah? It's 2013, yeah? You know, it doesn't matter, English, Chinese, it's only East India, right? It doesn't matter, it's the same thing, it's the same, right? You've got to eat every day, you've got to go to the toilet, you've got to have a shit, excuse my language, the same way the masters did before. And what I'm trying to say to you is these meanings are as important as the techniques themselves. Everything you do you know what you're doing? Do you know what it is? It's a human being. You're a human being. Human beings made this world go around. Human beings build the buildings, hospitals, school, yeah, houses, cooking, restaurant, yeah, medicine. It all comes from us. We learn as a human being. We're not monkeys. We're not monkeys. We're human. We move like a monkey, maybe. But I'm fine. I move like a monkey. I kick the fucking ass. I'm just saying, huh? We learn from nature around us, but we're human beings, okay? And we learn, that's why we can make our world better, okay? If we open our minds and be logical, not just try to do fancy, fake shit, okay? Excuse my language, I'm being real. I want to apologise for my language, I want to apologise for rambling and being so complicated in my words and so complicated in my techniques and going over this and that and trying to lose you. I'm not doing that, or saying fuck this and swearing and joking. I'm telling you, reality is where we're at. If someone knocks you the fuck out, excuse my language, if someone knocks you out, puts you in hospital or kills you, it's game over, right? If you win, you did it. What did you do? Maybe you can't even remember. You just remember you hit the guy or you ran away, you don't know. But you don't know every step you took, every position. If you train real kung fu, real martial art, you learn more about what you're doing in life. And you are what you do. That's what you be, that's what you are, okay? So what I'm trying to say is this is why I'm making this video. That's why I'm talking like this now. It's very, very important because I make so many raps and fun videos, okay? But kung fu is not a joke. Martial arts is not a joke, you know? On the whole, martial arts, I'm saying, respect to all styles. And humanity and life is not a joke. It's like a wonderful dream. We have one life to live. So you must remember, okay? Whatever you do, that's what you're learning to control yourself and do better and feel. So that you don't need to work hard. You feel. And the magic happens. Everywhere you walk, everywhere you go, the door opens. You don't need to open the door opens for you. Yeah? You know what I mean? You go to the street, the bus is there on time, you're not late for work, yeah? You go, you know what I mean, yeah? You're healthy, you're not catching colds off it, you don't even know why. There's people talking to you, they like you, they want to make friends with you. Because you are somebody who's got the magic touch, you know? Motherfucker. I really, do you know why? Because you're serious about your life. When you learn to be happy, when you learn to be free, when you learn to be healthy, when you learn discipline through hard training, and to say, you know, you can be open-minded to anything, and it's not BS bullshit, you know, then power is in your hand, you know, it starts to come to you, and that's real kung fu. The things they can't see. You know, many people say that. Some kung fu masters, experts, you see, they go out, oh, I'm a teacher, I'm a master, blah, blah, blah. They show you some really cool moves, or they show you their muscles on their arms, show how strong they are, spinning around, all this fancy stuff. But at the end of the day, they're not really in control of themselves as much as could be possible, sadly, because they're limiting themselves. Okay? So, okay, look, in this video I'm just telling you that here, okay? I can't show you many techniques as such with these because we don't have much time in this video, okay? But I'll just show you just quickly then a technique, okay? Because you're here. Somebody comes to attack me with their fist, okay? With their fist or a push, a straight push, okay? What can I do? First of all, I want to step back and twist in like this, so in a block. It's the same as a karate block almost, so I'm twisting in. I can also do it on a longer range, batting that in and twisting so the point is like more directly to his head or jaw. Okay, and point fast forward if I wish to, or just whack it across. I can also bat it. If this was a knife or sword, I'd be chopping his arm off. You know? I'm telling you for training purposes, not for reality to do on the street, okay? I'm just showing you these techniques. You use whatever you do in life as a tool to help yourself and do good. Someone comes at you, I'm stepping up onto the side, stepping back. He uses his, he's facing me, he's using his left arm, okay? I use my right arm as I step back to immediately, don't do such a big arc like this because you hit me straight away. We'll straight in, twist it and block in. If you just block it in, that's good enough, he didn't attack you. But what I'm doing is, okay, I'm trying to get that twist and smack it and twist and really crack it in. If this was a heavy stick, I'm saying. for the training purposes. And I turn my body just slightly to the side as I do that, okay? Bam. So that if it does come in, it's going to go off to the side slightly, okay? Don't lean right back like that, okay? Make sure you're balanced. There's a line between you here, okay? Got this one, okay? Excuse me, excuse me. Now when I do this motion here, okay, it's going to hit my chest, okay, here, let's say. I hit, this one can come in the other side. Bang, okay? Holds it to his body, okay, here. One. So now, when I do this motion, my body is turning in. I don't want to go out of this, do I, as such, because it's hard to come in here, see? So from this angle, somebody comes in, I go one. From the other side, I go like this, see, blocking. But I don't want to go 1, 2, see, or 1 and then 2 to the side. It's hard to do. I want to go like this. If I'm blocking and my body, if I'm hitting in, I want to make sure my body comes in together, see? Wow, see, that's it's like, I come here, I can just simply just block here, twisting in, or I can go straight in, or I can point it more directly out, the same, more outwardly, towards him when I do that here. Bam, okay, this, bam, okay? Now, if he's using the other hand, if I'm blocking, let's say if I'm blocking with this hand, and he hits me with his left hand, if I go to block that, then he can also hit me with his, when I block that, he can hit me with the other hand too. So I need to move out. If he comes out again, I hit, so it's more trouble, you see. So I want to try to block to the mirror him, you see, as I'm coming. So if I'm facing here on the front, I step back and block. From this side, I step in and block, see? But what I want to do is, if I can get a hit in, I get a hit in too. Now I can go low if I want to the knees, gut there. I could go high. I've got to be careful with his other arm. I don't want to bring his other arm in or whatever. The other things you can do, as I say, is coming up there. If you're really doing a lot of force, you can twist and bust whatever's coming in. That's very heavy. It'll be his arms, elbows or whatever. I may, when he comes to hit me and I twist, I may actually hit and strike that twisting on his wrist there, cracking that, or his elbow, or whatever it might be. Okay, that's the technique you can do. Other variations would be things such as blocking out with this hand and striking with this one, okay? Striking his head or low section or body. So I'm blocking outwardly now with this hand, see? So 1, 2, there's 2 techniques you can do, okay? One is blocking in and striking in to here. Another one is using this hand to block out as you step back, at the same time striking with this hand, or coming out either side. You can do, see, either side striking, you can strike either side, or low, middle or high, the same thing, okay? When I block his hand off, bang. The simple one will be like this. Step back, block, he tries to push me here, I block across and strike his head there, or anywhere on the body or legs, the midsection, head or there. If it's the other side, I'll be coming in the inside here, blocking in and hitting there, okay? So, see the power as I do that, see what I'll do it. Okay? You can also, as I say, step away when you're doing a block. Just a block, let's say, alone. Just doing a block, step away. So he goes off the line. There's another one you can do. Things such as blocking and coming back for the strike would be a bit hard to do because you have to come all the way in. And it's harder to get that motion in. You've got to keep that in mind, okay? Train hard and stay safe. See that? Oh, get the power. So remember, when you're holding these things in your hand, I might be just holding these magazines here, but I'm being realistic and imagining what I'm talking about, the lines I'm training with my stance and how to fight, you know. Train hard and stay safe.